A very good morning students. This is your English teacher Benu Sehrawat and I welcome you all to RKP online classes. So let's start the class without any further delay. Now beta, I want all of you to have a look at the board first of all, right, where I have written 4 sentences which are incomplete. So I request you all to help me out with these sentences and please make them complete so that they give complete sense. Alright, so let's read out the sentences once. Veena, Shweta went to market. My brother gifted me a book, binoculars. What is binoculars? With the help of which we can see the objects. I mean they appear quite closer, alright, which we call doorbeen as well, right? I went to see him, he was not there. She did not come, she wasn't well. Alright, now there is something missing in all these 4 sentences. So let's complete them. Alright, Veena, Shweta went to market. What should, we have to fill something here in this sentence, right, to make it complete. So what can be done here? Very good. I'm sure you all must have said and, right? And we can also write or, okay, or as well. And we can also write as well as. Veena as well as Shweta went to market, or Veena or Shweta went to market. And third one is Veena and Shweta went to market. Yes, now it makes complete sense, right? My brother gifted me a book, binoculars. Now, what should be supplied here in this blank? Of course, it has to be and, okay? Because we cannot write or here, because if my brother has gifted me something, I know what he has gifted me, right? Okay, now third is, I went to see him, dash, he was not there. Now, here, the most suitable word which we can add here would be, I went to see him, but he wasn't there. He was not there. Okay? But. Alright? Or we can also say when he was not there. Okay? Because I didn't know that he would not be there. He would not be available at that time. So we can but or when also. Right? She did not come, dash, she wasn't well. She did not come, dash, she wasn't well. So here beta we can supply because, right? Because we can also say for she wasn't well, since she wasn't well, right? Now, my motive behind completing these 4 sentences was eventually to come at the topic for today, and that is conjunctions. Alright, conjunctions. Now beta, if you focus here the word and, but, because, okay, all these words here, what did they do here? They joined words, they joined phrases also, and they joined clauses also, right? If you see here, see these 2 words, Veena and Shweta, they here this conjunction and is joining two subjects, right? And here if you see a book and a binocular, here it is it is joining two phrases and which are objects in the sentence. All right. And beta, one more thing, instead of binoculars here, we should write a pair of binoculars. Okay, a pair of binoculars, and we always use it in plural sense only, like trousers or spectacles, right? The same way. Okay, a pair of binoculars, right? If we use it alone, so we can say where are my binoculars, right? Where are my binoculars? And if we have to use it in singular, then we have to use it like this, a pair of binoculars. Okay, where is the pair of binoculars, like that. Okay, then here also, but if you see here, I went to see him, he was not there. These are two clauses, right? Both are independent clauses, right? So here also this word joined the clauses here, right? And here if you see, she did not come, she wasn't well. Here also it joined two clauses, right? So what I mean to say is conjunctions. Actually, it has come from the root word here is conjunct. Conjunct means to join. Okay? Conjunct means to join or to connect. Connect. Okay? To join or connect. Now, conjunctions. What do they join and what do they connect? They are used to join words, okay, more than one word, right? So they join them, they join phrases, and they also join the clauses, right? So because they join all these things, okay, like words, phrases and sentences, we also know them as, and we also call them linking words, okay, and connecting words, okay, or connecting words. Connecting words. All right. So basically, conjunctions are the words which are used to connect words, phrases, and clauses, right? Sentences, and there are many conjunctions like and, but, because, since, for, and when, whoever, whenever, and or, either, neither, nor. Okay, so all these are conjunctions only, and they are quite frequently used by us while conversations, right? So I hope till here it's clear to you that what are conjunctions. Now students, having understood what are conjunctions actually, we'll move further to coordinating conjunctions. Alright, now beta, coordinating conjunctions, of course we know that they join something, but what is so special about these coordinating conjunctions? The special thing about coordinating conjunctions is that they always join the things which are of same importance, which are of same rank. Okay, so they always join the things which are of equal importance, which have equal space and place of their own, right? So let's see how. First of all, let me write it here. Coordinating conjunctions, they always join the things of equal importance. And if you try to understand the meaning of coordinate also, coordinate means to help each other, alright, to make something or to create something beautiful, to help each other, to coordinate each other. So that's why they are called coordinating conjunctions, alright. So to give complete sense, they help each other. I mean each other, the words or the phrases or the clauses, alright. So let's see how. Now, if you see here, I have already told you that they always join the things which are of equal importance. Now see here, Binay and Sudhir are my friends. Now if you see here, beta, this is our conjunction, right? And this conjunction is joining Binay and Sudhir, right? And both are subjects, right? So here it joined the same things, the same thing in the sentence, two same things, both are subjects, right? Here in the second one, I love eating fruits and vegetables. Now again the conjunction and, it joins fruit and vegetables, right? And they both are objects. They both are objects in the sentence. We are poor but honest, right? Here if you see, this is our conjunction, alright? And these two words, what are these? These are adjectives. So here both the words, they are adjectives and the conjunction is joining them, right? He spoke loudly and clearly. Now again and this is, these both the words, these are adverbs, right? Adverbs. And here, my mother had permitted me but I decided not to go out. If you see here, beta, this is our conjunction and this is a clause and this is also a clause. Both are independent clauses, right? Both are independent clause. So this is how coordinating conjunctions join the things which are of equal importance, right? And one more thing, beta, whenever we join two independent or main or principal clauses together, we use coordinating conjunctions, okay? And whenever two independent clauses are joined together using a conjunctions, that is called a compound sentence, okay? A compound sentence. I know, I hope you all remember this thing in because we have already studied about the sentences, all right, compound sentences, and also about the clauses. So all right, coming back to the topic coordinating conjunctions, I would like to tell you something here. Coordinating conjunctions. Now, beta, whenever we talk about coordinating conjunctions, there is a smart trick to remember the coordinating conjunctions. Basically, that is a mnemonic. Okay, what did I just say? Mnemonic. Now, what is mnemonic? Mnemonic is basically a word, okay, a word which helps us to remember something easily, okay, that is called mnemonic. All right, M is silent here, okay. So mnemonic for coordinating conjunction is fan boys, okay, fan boys, right? So let's see what is the full form of fanboys, right? What are the different conjunctions here in fanboys, right? So F stands for okay, then A for and, N for nor, then B for but, O is or, Y is yet, and S is so. Alright, so this is the full form of fan boys. Alright students, so now I have written 6 sentences here in which coordinating conjunctions have been used, right? So I have already told you that coordinating conjunctions, they join two independent clauses, right? And an independent clause is which has its own subject and a finite verb, right? A finite verb, and it can stand on its own. It doesn't need anything else's help to make complete sense. All right, so let's have a look at the board, right? He will not come for he is unwell. All right, so now this is the conjunction which is joining these two clauses, main clauses, right? And for means because, the reason, what is the reason behind that, right? He will not come, what is the reason behind that? So for that we have used for, okay? Now she doesn't drink milk, nor does she eats butter, okay? So she is a very choosy girl, I think. So she doesn't drink milk, nor is the coordinating conjunction which is joining these two clauses, right? Now third is, this car looks small, yet it is surprisingly spacious. Spacious means which has a spacious car, that means which has good space, enough space for like 5-6 people maybe, right? Okay, so this car looks small, yet it is surprisingly spacious. This is the coordinating conjunction joining these two main clauses, okay? And beta, I would like to go back on this sentence. Nor, we use nor when we are saying that whatever the options are there, the person doesn't like anything, okay? Anything. She doesn't like anything. So here if we see milk and butter are the option, but nothing is liked by her. She doesn't like anything. So in that case we use nor, okay, where no option is considered favorable, right? And then yet, we use yet when we are saying like the fact is this, okay, the fact is this, even after that something happens which is in contrast to that situation, okay, which is actually opposite, okay, contrast. So we use this conjunction yet where there is contrast, or where the situation is opposite, or the result is opposite to what is expected, right? So in that case we use yet. Like if in this sentence, if you see, the car looked small, right? So everybody thought that the car is small, so there must be very less space in the car, right? But here yet, if we have used yet, that means something unexpected happened, right? And what is that unexpected thing? That it was actually spacious, right? Okay, sit quietly or you may leave. Okay, sit quietly or you may leave. Now, or is the conjunction which is used to combine these two main clauses, right? And we use or when we are talking about options, right? When we have more than one choice, we have to choose between two things maybe, alright? So in that case we use or. So here also there are two choices, to sit quietly or to leave. These are the two choices. So in that case we use or, where you have to choose one out of the two, right? So next is, he invited Pranav but he did not turn up. Now, he invited Pranav, but is the conjunction, right? Now, of course, this is a quite frequently used conjunction, right? But is again, it is used when there is unexpected result, or there is, I mean, something he invited Pranav but he did not turn up, right? Or we can also say when there is contrast, again contrast in the situation. You can see here, he invited Pranav, he was invited. So in that case he should have come to the party, right? But he did not turn up. Now turn up is a phrasal verb which means come. Okay, so he did not turn up means he did not come. Alright. Now Anuj and Arav had an argument last week, so they are not on talking terms anymore, right? So these are the two boys, Anuj and Arav had an argument. Argument means they had a different opinion about something, alright? So there was something on which they did not agree, right? So they had an argument, they had a fight, and so is the conjunction here. So they are not on talking terms anymore. So now they are not on talking terms. That means they are not talking to each other now. They are not friends anymore, right? So here if you see, so is the conjunction which is the conjunction of result. Okay, result. What is the result of something? Something happened and its result is this, right? So here this was the cause. Anuj and Arav had an argument. This is the cause, and what is the effect? What is the result of that thing? So they are not talking on talking terms anymore. This is the result of that. Okay, so if you see here, beta, did you notice one thing here? I have used comma before the coordinating conjunction, right? We must use a comma before coordinating conjunctions, right? Only when, please notice here, only when they are joining two independent clauses only, right? If sometimes the coordinating conjunction, they also join words or phrases, right? But if they are joining two words or phrases, we will not use a comma there. Please see here, Anuj and Arav. See, and is here, but I did not use a comma here. Why? Because here the coordinating conjunction and is not joining two independent clauses, beta. Right? So this is only joining two subjects here. So that is the reason we did not use comma here. Alright. So when coordinating conjunctions are used and they join two main clauses or principal clauses, we must use comma before that. Okay. So I hope you have understood coordinating conjunctions, and I hope you remember the mnemonic also. That was fanboys, right? Fanboys. So that was all about coordinating conjunctions. Okay.